Alright, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a tag. I realized that I have been doing YouTube videos since, I don't even know, maybe 2012, 2011. Before we get started, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell. It really helps me out, especially with YouTube's algorithm. I'm not gonna like repeat every single blogger, lifestyle influencer on here, but you guys get the gist. It would really help me out a lot. I want to do this tag because I feel like I've just been putting out different types of content out here for a very long time, but I don't have a lot of stuff that is actually about me and my life. I used to have a blog on Blogger, which I wrote, you know, a lot of like inspirational, Christian-based, faith-based things, and some of that involved telling details of my life. I deleted that too. I'm gonna stop deleting things. I see that that is a theme. I'm gonna stop deleting things. But I want to put this video out because I just feel like it would be fun to do, and it doesn't require a lot of work like a tutorial would or anything like that. So without further ado, let's get into the tag. So the first question is, what is your full name? So my full name is Ash Jolene Alexander. My first name is Ash. It's not Ash Jolene, it's not Ashley. My first name is just Ash. And my middle name is Jolene. A lot of people think my real name is Ashley, and to their defense, if you know me personally, if you knew me in grade school, in real life, everything said Ashley on those documentations. And that's kind of like a long story. From what I know, like my grandparents or great-grandparents didn't like the name Ash, and so when I got registered for like kindergarten or pre-K, they put Ashley or something, and then one thing led to another, and everything said Ashley until the time I applied for college. And when I started applying for colleges, it has to be your legal name. So that is why, you know, if you knew me before my senior year of high school, you probably call me Ashley. And if you met me after my senior year of high school, you probably refer to me as Ash. But my real name is Ash. And I didn't used to like my name at all, but I've really grown to like it because I've grown to like the meanings of names. So like all three components of my name together, Ash means like ashes from a tree. I think I've read a translation where the name Ash means beautiful. So Ash or ashes from a tree. Jolene is a derivative of Joseph, Josephine, Jolene. All mean the same thing, and it means God will increase. So from ashes, God will increase, and then Alexander means defender of mankind. From the ashes, God will increase, the defender of mankind. So I really like my name now that I know the meaning of it. How old are you? I'm 29, and I will be 30 in 5 months. I'll be 30 in February, whenever that is. I'll be 30, and I am excited for my 30s. I know a lot of people aren't, but I am really excited for my 30s. I feel like my 30s will be youthful like my 20s were, but with more wisdom and more money. So what's not to be excited about? What's my zodiac sign? I don't really follow these, but I am an Aquarius. So yes, my birthday is February 12th, and I believe that makes me an Aquarius. My height, I am 5'4". Where are you from? Where do you live? So I am from Denton, which is a small town north of Dallas. I went to the University of North Texas. With that actually answers question number 6, the next one. I went to the University of North Texas. I studied international studies there with a minor in sociology. I didn't quite have enough credits to have a minor in French, but I took a lot of French classes that whooped my butt there. So yes. What do I want to do with my life? So currently, let me take a coffee break. I love coffee. It's so great. So good. Currently I do work in digital marketing. So if you have watched the Netflix documentary, The Social Dilemma, part of my job is actually, I contribute to that, unfortunately. And ever since I've watched that documentary, let me start by saying the things that they were saying in that documentary, none of it was new because I do work in that field. And I think going back to it, that is part of the reason why it's been so hard for me to be consistent on YouTube. Just because when you know how algorithms work, when you know like kind of like the capitalist system of marketing, it gets really exhausting to do it. My lifelong dream would be to travel and tell people stories and to help them any way I could. I feel like I have been saying that since I was 15 or 16. What is my biggest fear? I'm gonna like give you two. So I feel like it didn't used to be this. Spiders and snakes, they're gonna have to go together. Primarily spiders. They just move so fast. Like I can't handle it. So spiders, snakes, although I have held a snake like twice in my life, they still kind of freak me out. And then my other fear, which I'm working through this in therapy to be completely honest, is the fear of failing. And I have come to realize that as long as you fear failing, you are perpetually stuck because you overanalyze every single move that you make. My favorite Starbucks drink, actually since quarantine started, I have not gone to Starbucks very much at all. I went there actually Saturday and I got a PSL pumpkin spice latte, iced, if you don't know what PSL means. And I was very unimpressed with it. And I used to live for Starbucks. I used to go, before quarantine, this is so embarrassing guys, I used to go to Starbucks probably 3 times a week. And to some people that's nothing, but to me that is a lot. I did not grow up eating out a lot, so that's a lot to be spending money like that regularly on coffee. But I just love making my own coffee at home. I'm thinking I might get an espresso machine on Black Friday if they're on sale then. If not, then whatever. But I just buy the Chameleon cold brew iced coffee at Kroger, and then I put in some non-dairy creamer, usually vanilla. It's where it's at. It's where it is at. I'm telling you. Are you a good cook? I feel like some of these questions would be more interesting if I had a friend come over here and verify some of these answers, but I think I'm a good cook. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, shameless plug, you totally should, because I share a lot of the food that I make on Instagram. So I think I'm a good cook. When people, a follow-up question to that usually is like, well, what do you cook? I cook everything. I cook whatever I feel like cooking. If I feel like cooking Tex-Mex, I cook that. If I feel like making something Greek, American, whatever, I cook that. But I like to find healthier ingredient alternatives to things. And you know, everything is not always healthy, but I also like to look at multiple recipes. So let's say I made some blueberry walnut pancakes the other day, but I looked at like 5 different recipes, took a little bit from this one, that one. Sometimes you Google a recipe and the recipe just doesn't look good. And I think you can tell that once you have a lot of experience with cooking and baking things. You can just tell, oh, this is missing some stuff. This isn't it. I really want to get into cooking more on this channel. I feel like I started out being so makeup heavy because that was the trend when I launched my YouTube channel, when I launched my blog or whatever. But now I'm almost 30, and there's nothing wrong with being super into makeup, but I feel like I have so much more to offer than just makeup. So I am thinking about how I can consistently transition that, guys, into more of like cooking and lifestyle and faith-based and like home decor and like all the things that I care about now that I didn't really have an interest in when I was 19, 20, 21. So that will be interesting. If you guys have any ideas, please let me know in the comment below. What's my favorite color? Guys, I actually don't know. Right now. For years it was purple, and then for years it was blue, and now I feel like it's pink, but honestly I like all 3, blue, pink, and purple. I will say I feel the prettiest when I wear pink. I feel the most confident when I'm wearing blue, but I feel more relaxed when I'm wearing purple. Yeah, so I think, I don't know. I think it also depends in regards to what it is. Like, am I wearing it? Is this a home decor thing? You know, that also plays a role. What's your favorite place to travel in the world? I actually have not done too much international traveling, unfortunately. I have only been 2 places internationally. I've been to London once and Mexico twice. If we're gonna go off the food, definitely gonna say Mexico. I love Tex-Mex food. I live in Texas. If you live in Texas and you don't love Tex-Mex Mexican food, what are you doing? If you don't live in Texas or Southern California and you claim that you love Tex-Mex or Mexican food, you don't, because you don't have it. Let's see. Other than that, I enjoyed the aesthetics of the food in here, but it was not very tasty. It was just pretty to look at, which I can appreciate pretty food, but I want it to be pretty and tasty. Is that too much to ask for? How many times have you been to Disney? I've been to Disney a lot. Disneyland, I've never been to Disney World. I had a cousin, or have a cousin, I think, that still works at like Disneyland or something, and I used to go a lot when I was younger, but I have not been in a very, very long time. I don't think I've actually been as an adult. Your favorite Disney princess? Pocahontas. Poca-freaking-honest. Okay, so a lot of people will now say Tiana is their favorite princess, but the truth of the matter is that for me, Tiana just came out too late in the game. Tiana, the Princess and the Frog, came out when I was in college. I'm pretty sure it was my freshman year of college, or it was my senior year of high school, but I'm pretty sure it was my freshman year of college. But by that point, I had been riding with Pocahontas since I was itty bitty, so I just can't like switch over. And Pocahontas was so brave to me. Pocahontas and Mulan both were so brave, and I think I appreciated about Pocahontas that he was confident enough to know what was best for her. A lot of people, a lot of my friends think she should have married Kocoum, but Kocoum didn't smile, and we can't be having no man that doesn't smile. We're talking about he'll build us a strong house with tears on the inside. So yes. Favorite TV show? The one that comes to mind is Friends. I really, really, really love Friends. I haven't watched it in a while because I think I'm just now to the point where I am exhausted of Friends. Ever an instance where I just want something on in the background, Friends is definitely one of those shows because I watched them so many times. I know the episodes front and backwards. So, favorite thing about YouTube? Honestly, guys, social media is a scam. Social media is a scam. It is. After watching The Social Dilemma, it's kind of confirmed in me things that I have been feeling about social media, and kind of like this need to impress, or this need to have such a high importance, when, to be completely honest, you are as important as you believe that you are. Like, I'm important because I believe I'm an important person. I'm important because I believe that I'm important to God. But this, like, pretentiousness, is that a word? Like, being pretentious and, you know, having a higher idea of yourself than what is actually true or realistic, I feel like is something that really comes from social media. Narcissism, I feel like, is a trait that can really come from social media, and I just am not interested in that. You know, it's just, I'm not interested in it. Okay, so those are all of the questions that I see, but I'm going to add a few more that I think are interesting facts about me. So if you don't know, I am a Christian. I'm a believer in the Lord Jesus Christ. Any good? I feel like a question that I have been asked in the past is, what is your favorite book of the Bible and why? My favorite book of the Bible is Psalms. It has been Psalms for years and years and years. Before, probably like 5 years ago, I never could narrow down my favorite book of the Bible. My favorite book of the Bible was always what I was reading at the moment. But over the last 5 years, I have really come to love Psalms, because Psalms really illustrates our humanity, our frailty, our need and desire for God, our helplessness, but it also demonstrates that God is powerful and God is loving and that God cares for that and that cares for us, and that relationship and connection between, you know, does God care about me? You know, my life is crap. And then, you know, in that same moment, coming full circle and realizing who is like the Lord our God. You know, he sits high and he looks low, and he is sovereign and he is just, and goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. I've been reading Psalms 23 lately, so that's been the Psalms that I've been meditating on. But Psalms is a great book for comfort. It's a great book to stir up faith, and it's a great book. It's a great book when you understand the context in which it's written. So I would say, if you are just now starting to read the Bible, reading 1st, 2nd Samuel would be good. And getting actually a study Bible, I'll go ahead and show you mine. Life Application Study Bible, I guess that's what it's called, by Zondervan. This is the NASB, New American Standard Bible. Apparently the NASB is supposed to be the closest translation from Hebrew that you can get. There's no way for me to verify that, I don't think so. I guess that it is. I like the NASB. It's easy to understand. I also read the Message quite a bit, but I would consider reading more than one translation of the Bible when you are studying the Bible. So Psalms, I'm trying to show you what I mean. So I don't want to rip the pages because I've done that before. So this is what the Bible, my Bible, actually looks like. So as you can see, this is the actual scripture. This is Psalms 12, and it has a little description for the choir director. Upon an 8-stringed lyre, whatever, a psalm of David. So David wrote this, the author, David. What is the theme? The proud and lying words of people versus the true and pure words of God. A call for protection against those who try to manipulate us. So that is the theme of this Psalms. And then at the end of every page, it has like a little commentary about some of the verses that you read. And so it really helps with your understanding there. And then there's also, what is this called? I cannot think. Correlating scriptures that you can go to. So there's some here in Daniel, some here in 2 Samuel that you can go and refer to that kind of coordinate to what you're reading. The last thing that's really been helpful for me, because growing up in the church, there are some books and stories in the Bible that I'm very familiar with, but there are some books, you know, that I just wasn't, like Joel. I think I read Joel for the first time. I've only read Joel once, and I read it for the first time maybe 2 years ago, and I had no idea what Joel was about. But one of the cool things about this Bible is that it gives character breakdowns. Trying to find one. Like when you want to find something, you never can find it. So this is actually one for Joshua. This is in the book of Joshua. It gives like Joshua, and it has like strengths, weaknesses. It has like a little summary of his life and like what you can learn from the way he lived his life. And I like that it basically, it has strengths and weaknesses for everyone except for Jesus. I think there's no weaknesses listed for him, and rightly so. It's my favorite Bible. I've been rocking with it since 2013. I have another Bible that I keep because my uncle gave it to me, and I like it for sentimental value and purposes, but this is like my main squeeze. Favorite perfume. Changes all the time, guys. Right now it is Coco Noir by Chanel. Looks like this, and I love it. And I think that is all I have. I'm gonna spray some of this because why not? Feel like a lady. Okay, got it in my mouth. Such a lady. I think that's all I have for you guys. I hope that this video was enjoyable. I hope that you found out a little bit more about me. Hopefully I'm not as mysterious as I was. And if you have any questions for me, any questions in general, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.